Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Today I have the Holosun DRS-NV here on the table. This is the digital rifle sight night vision. So I've got it in the box here. Let's open it up, see what we've got. We'll take it out later. We'll get you out during the daytime with it so you can see what it looks like, and at night so you can see the night vision. Now the first thing you're going to see is that we've got this nice big Pelican style case here. It does not have the valve on it, so it's not actually going to do you any good as far as being a Pelican case. It does shut very tightly. You've got some O-ring here, so if you wanted to keep this in there, it's definitely going to keep it dry, but it's not going to have that pressure relief like a Pelican case would. Here we've got our destruction manual. We've got a couple of cards about the sight itself. We've got a microfiber cloth. We've got our charging and data cable here. You've got your wrench down here for attaching it to your pick rail. We've got our adjustment tool over here. The batteries were in here, and we've got our toast flavoring. But what we're really interested is in this thing over here, and it's pressed in there pretty tight, and it's surprisingly heavier than I thought it would be. But this is the Holosun DRS-NV. See back here, we've got a flip down cover. Those press in, come down. Same thing up front. Front is a solid one. Part of that is to do with the night vision, because it's actually two separate things here. The bottom part here is your regular red dot. Up here is where you have your night vision camera. So if you're running your night vision and you're having a problem with excess light out here or low contrast or something, you can shut this cover and you will still have your red dot overlaid on the night vision, because the camera is up here and completely separate from this. Then over here you've got your adjustments for your red dot, and it is a multi-reticle system, so just like any of the other Holosuns, you can have the circle dot, you can have just the dot, or you can have just the circle. And then you've got your brightness adjustment over here. You've got your windage over here, your elevation over here. This is your battery door. This flips up, turns, open it up. It's got the two rechargeable 18350s that come with it. Over here is our charging and data port that is magnetic. Then up here we have our night vision camera. Top button here is your power. These are all your menu, your brightness of the display, your magnification over here, and up and down to move through the menu. Now the top button here also acts as a camera shutter, so if you just press it once, you take a still picture. If you press and hold, it will go into the video recording mode. Now, one of the things about that video recording mode, it's only active when this camera is on. So you could actually run it during the day, because you can turn your brightness of your night vision display way down, so it's not really interfering with you. It's not looking too green on you. And you can use the camera up top here in the picture and video mode with just your red dot, basically. So that's just real quick on the DRS-NV here. Let's take it outside, get a little bit of footage during the day and a little bit of footage at night so you can see what that camera looks like. So this is where I took it out during the day to try and record some video with it. As you can see, it's just black and white because it's a night vision camera. You just have the simple crosshairs on there. I think I've got it set up at 2x. My biggest issue with this is that there's no image stabilization on this. So you definitely have to have this set up in a stationary position with a rest if you're going to be doing any kind of recording with this. Now this is some video that I shot with my phone, actually looking through the DRS-NV. As you can see, the picture is kind of fuzzy here, but that's the phone trying to catch up with it and everything. The view through the red dot itself isn't bad. It's pretty good, and especially considering that it's nighttime with no lights on. You'll see it clear up here in just a little bit, and then we'll go on to the next clip and you'll see zoomed up a little bit on it, and this is what it looks like when you zoom up on it with just looking through the red dot. Now here I took it out and I tried to get some different settings on there, try to change the stuff around. So this is with the sharpness on it set at medium, and then I ran through the different magnifications on here. Now with this clip, I've changed it to the high setting of the sharpness on the DRS-NV. You can see it really didn't make that much of a difference. Still pretty bad, especially when you zoom in like that. Now here I ran through and I varied the sharpness on this. So I start out with the low sharpness and I'm going to do the different magnifications on it. This is the very bottom setting for the sharpness and the different magnifications on it. Then we'll go into the medium sharpness here and you can see it change just a little bit when I do. And then I'll start running through the magnifications on that as well. There I've changed it. Now we start running through the magnifications on this so you can see what the medium sharpness does. Again, I'm not running any kind of illuminator right now. This is just the ambient light coming through. Now I'm going to change it over to the high sharpness on here. You can see it change there. Definitely not something you're going to be running high sharpness on this if you want to take any video on it. There's the change. Run through the magnifications on here. And again, no IR illumination. This is just the ambient light. And the high sharpness is absolutely horrible. So the other setting on this to maybe change it was to change the contrast in this. So I did change the contrast, tried a couple of different settings on it. As you can see, it really makes the trees and stuff jump out, really changes the contrast, but it doesn't do anything for the picture quality. I'm changing the contrast here. You can see that took it down just a little bit. Picture quality is alright if you're out there. These are set with the medium sharpness and then just changing the contrast. And again, no IR illuminator on this. Now with this one, I did go out there with an IR illuminator. So this has illumination other than just the ambient light. You can see as I zoom in, it's still pretty bad. This is just everything on medium right back down to what the standard would be. Now with this clip, I've got it set up. Right now I am running with the IR illuminator on. Then I turn it off and you can see it switches over. Turn the IR back on. Clears up everything a little bit, but it's still not fantastic video. Not something that I would have expected to get out of this price point. Then on the same night, I pulled out the Wraith Mini 4K from Sightmark, decided to do a little side-by-side with it. This is the same conditions, the same night. Everything is the same other than the recording optic. So there's no IR on this right now. I do have a clip coming up right after this one where you'll be able to see it run with the IR running through the Sightmark. And now we have the Sightmark Wraith Mini 4K out there. No illumination to start out with here. When it comes on, I'm going to cycle through the low, medium, and high settings with the Sightmark with the illuminator that comes with it. So this is the low setting on the Sightmark. That is the medium setting here on the Sightmark. And there is the high on the Sightmark with the Sightmark illuminator. There you go, guys. There is the Holosun DRS-NV in all its glory. As far as the night vision looking through it, it's fine. There's no problem with that. It's decently clear. You can make stuff out. But if you're paying for the camera in it, you really should be able to take video with it. And you can't take video with this thing. It's absolutely horrible. Plus, I reached out to Holosun a week ago asking them if that was how the video was supposed to be or if there was a problem with my issue. Never heard back from them. Seems to me if somebody wants to know if their $1,000 optic is supposed to shoot worse than a potato cam, you might want to get back a hold of them. If you want it because of the form factor, you're getting a red dot and a night vision camera in this package, and you're not concerned about having the camera capability with it, you're not going to use it, and you don't mind paying for it even though you're not going to use it, go ahead, pick it up. This one's going back.